So in 2019, quackery and incompetency in the medical field is definitely allowed. Sean, WSRT Fitness. If this is your first time here, please remember subscribe, click the bell, and select all for notifications. Thank you so much for watching and welcome. So today's video, we are talking about this article about the problem with fat being the stigma about it, not the actual condition, which was written by Dr. Linda Bacon and her sidekick, registered dietitian Amee Severson. Both very much supporters of the healthy at every size movement and completely incompetent quacks at their position. So first of all, the whole idea of this, the fat stigma thing, it's just another pandering bunch of bullshit to allow these two to grow their audience, to pander to the 70% of this country, which is overweight or obese, and for these two individuals to make money off of that group of people. I mean, this is complete and utter, it's so hard to get all of the words out properly. So I'm just going to kind of go over what some of my issues are with this. So right at the beginning, the first paragraph, the very first paragraph, they talk about it's not obesity itself that damages people, it's the fear-mongering about around it. Yeah, because heart disease and diabetes and heightened risk of cancer, yeah, no, that doesn't kill people, but bullying them does. And I understand bullying is not good, discrimination is not good, and I do know that it exists. I'm not trying to say that it doesn't. But I want to know when the last time telling somebody that they're fat killed 40,000 people in a month. Yet obesity itself is killing 40,000 people in a month. Let's be serious. Me hurting your feelings will not kill you if you're 400 pounds, in which I'm not trying to shame anybody. That's not my intention. However, all the visceral fat around your organs, that will kill you. All the additional strain on your heart from pumping blood throughout your body and having to travel further and hold that oxygen for a longer period of time, the additional stress that it puts on your body, that will kill you. I just don't understand how doctors can make these statements with a straight face. And I guess the paychecks are really, really good. And I realize that I'm never going to get a paycheck like that because I'm not a doctor with 3 fucking degrees like Dr. Linda Bacon. However, I've at least got the integrity to look people in the face and say, listen, this is a problem. Let's do something about it so that way you can live the longest life possible. So then you guys are also talking about the anti-obesity movement being so common that your ideals are radical. Your ideals aren't radical. Okay, they are plastered up all over Facebook and Instagram every day. The let's be positive about ourselves movement, which everybody should be positive about themselves and love themselves enough to get healthy at a minimum. You know, they are plastered up all over everywhere. Meanwhile, anything pertaining to weight loss, body transformation, or positive messaging around a healthier lifestyle, that gets blocked on Instagram. I worked my ass off to lose over 100 pounds, and I feel better than I ever have. And all I see are, when I see people like you, all I see are people who just want to bitch and people who just want to pander, who are probably really, really shitty at their jobs, Amee and Linda. So it's really my opinion that the two of you need to get out of the way and allow those in your fields that actually are competent, that actually want to help our species get a little healthier, get a little better, get a little smarter. Those people should be allowed to work and should not have people like you muddying up the waters. I also love how you also in this article compare the obesity stigma to being racist and saying that it's based in racist tendencies. Come on, let's cut this bullshit. I have never once read an article. I have never once seen a film. I have never once read a newspaper, a magazine article. I don't care. I've never even seen a post on Facebook bitching about, people, obese people being tied down, shipped to another fucking continent and used as slaves. So let's not talk about the racism card. I've also never seen fat people getting lynched or hung from poplar trees down south. You also are quoted in this article saying weight stigma does not reduce obesity. No shit. You know what does reduce obesity? Proper nutrition, regular physical activity, more positive social interaction, and I don't mean on fucking Facebook. That creates weight loss. I also love how you, Dr. Linda Bacon, a doctor, say that obesity, just the word itself, is the actual problem. No, obesity, the word itself, is a medical term. It is describing the state that a person is in when they have too much adipose tissue on their frame. Now, from there, they go on to denounce some scientific studies while then praising others, depending on whether or not those studies support their ideal. But I do challenge everybody to go and look at the difference and the thoroughness of those studies. Go ahead, look at the difference. I mean, it's amazing when you look at one study that actually looks at how obesity is affecting people, whether you're talking about the shrinking of brains from the additional adipose tissue, which there are definite links to, so causing dementia, Alzheimer's, something on the rise, or the rise of diabetes, type 2, or the heightened risk of cancer, heightened risk of diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, all of these issues. There are so many studies that support it, but yet you want to pick the one, which, by the way, one of those studies you did yourself, and it was just kind of a, how do you feel today? Whereas obviously people who are told to think these positive thoughts, which is something that I recommend to everybody, by the way, you should spend some time in thought, positive thoughts only, to work on yourself as a person so that it can help you be in a better mental state. Absolutely, everybody should do that. That's actually how I start my day every day. I spend 5 to 10 minutes thinking only positive thoughts of the previous day and positive thoughts of what I'm going to accomplish for today. That's actually, so if you see me on my Facebook live walks in the WSRT Fitness Facebook group every morning, and I talk about my meditation, that's actually what it is. 5 to 10 minutes of positive thinking to get my mind right for the day, every single day. And absolutely you should do that. And yes, it does work. However, it will not stop hypertension. It will not stop diabetes. It will not stop dementia. It will not stop cancer. You will still die an early death before your time should have been up. Even if you still make it to 70, you say, oh, well, at least I made it to 70. But if you were healthy, you could have made it to 90. That could be another 20 years with the ones that you love. But I think my favorite comparison in this whole video is that telling people to lose weight is like telling people with a cold to stop sneezing. How is that a lot like Dr. Linda Bacon or registered dietitian Amee Severson? How is that the same? People can control whether or not they become obese. People cannot control whether or not they catch a cold. However, when you get a cold, you take medicine, you hydrate, you get rest, you drink your chicken broth, and in a couple of days, you get better. You allow your body to recover. How do you recover from obesity? Proper nutrition, regular physical activity, more positive social interaction, not on fucking Facebook, as I already said. I'm fucking sick of Facebook. But ultimately, you do those things for an extended period of time, it gets better. People, we need to stop making this more complicated than it is. If you want to lose weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit. If you want to gain weight or be, especially if you try to increase lean body mass, you need to be in a caloric surplus. Well, actually, if you're just building muscle mass, you don't even need to be in a surplus. You just need a positive nitrogen balance. But if you overall want your weight to go up, you need to be in a caloric surplus. So you need to just keep it simple. Keep it very, very simple. And obviously, the better the quality of the food that you pick, the easier it's going to be to stick to. Pick voluminous food so that way you feel full. A lot of vegetables. Pick lean meat so that way you're getting the proper protein, so that way your body is able to maintain its lean body mass as you're in that caloric deficit, so that way you are continuing to lose adipose tissue. And keep in mind, every pound of muscle that you maintain, or every pound of muscle or healthy skeletal muscle mass that you put on, is an extra 50 calories a day, approximately, that you can consume. So, to Dr. Linda Bacon, to registered dietitian Amee Severson, get out of the way. I realize that I'm just a personal trainer. I realize that I am not an expert. I've never conducted a scientific study. But let's be fucking frank. I do have the personal experience of losing 110 pounds. I do now have the personal experience of working with others as they're losing weight. And I see the difference in their demeanor, because I'm telling you right now, listen, Dr. Linda Bacon, you, from all the pictures that I can find of you so far, are not obese. I was obese. I was morbidly obese. And I'll tell you, it felt like a fucking prison. Being obese feels like a fucking prison. You can't do half of what you want to do. And the stuff that you can do, you can only do half as well, because your own body's getting in the way. So guys, let's get healthy. Let's do better. Let's have a better day today than yesterday. And don't listen to incompetent quacks like these people. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe, click the bell, and select all for notifications. Comment below your opinions on Dr. Linda Bacon and her sidekick, registered dietitian Amee Severson. Also, you can comment below any video ideas that you might have or any questions that you might have. I will answer them. I'm actually going to be doing a question and answer video, so I encourage you to leave your questions down below. You can also follow me on Instagram at WSRT Fitness. You can join my Facebook group, WSRT Fitness. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.